Twerk your fast ass, girl, you bound bag that. I know you bag that, you like to get to the bag. Yeah. Twerk your fast ass, girl, you bound bag that. I know you bag that, you like to get to the bag.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and share me with your people. If you're not new here, you don't like the content, still like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and share me with your people. Because you know what? Somebody out there likes me, somebody out there doesn't. I'm okay with not being liked because not everybody is going to like you. So if you like the content, always like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. And if you don't, do the same as what I mentioned before. If you want to follow me on social media, you need a way to contact me for business. You want to buy merch. You want to buy something off my Amazon storefront. You want to get me something off the Amazon wish list. Or you want to donate anything to the channel in a monetary value. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can find everything in the description box down below and scrolling across the bottom of the screen and sometimes in the community tab. The merch store can be seen on the channel, the merch store is on the channel. If you go to my channel, you can see some of the merch that's featured. You just have to go to TeeSpring to see the rest of it. There's like one thing I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, and if you want to, make if you want to make donations directly to me in monetary value, CashApp, PayPal, Venmo, that's if you want to. You don't have to. If you just want to make them directly to the channel, super chat, super thanks, super sticker. But with that being said, before the dog really gets to start barking, I'm not going to be here long. I'm really not. I'm going to try to do this in 30 minutes or less. This is an update on what's going on with the hot strike summer. Now, you did see on the thumbnail it's like 130 something days. That's because the writers have been on strike for over 100 days at this point. They actually have. Did they meet word? Yeah, they actually went past the check mark of the strike they did back in like the 2007 to 2008 timetable. So they have been on strike over 100 days, and SAGAFTRA has been striking for. She's barking for absolutely no reason. She really is. For no reason. There's no one outside. She's very disrespectful. She always does this when I do a live. But bark, just be barking for no reason. So, SAG-AFTRA has been on strike for, let's see, last week on the 9th was 4 weeks. So it should be 5 weeks now that they have been on strike. So it's a hot union summer. A lot is going on. So I'm going to tell y'all what's going on with SAG-AFTRA from the newsletter, the news update that was put out on August 9th, and then update y'all accordingly on the different things that I've found so far. So here we go. August 9th, 2023. This week marks the 4th week, which was August 9th, of our TV/theatrical/streaming strike. We're living in a historic hour as we fight to achieve a seminal contract, the likes of which we haven't seen in over 60 years. It was 1960 when we last went on strike alongside the WGA and achieved pension and health plans and residuals. Our futures depend on not accepting anything less transformative in the accepting anything less transformative in this negotiation. With the advent of subscription and advertising supported streaming video on demand and AI, once again, we must stand strongly in solidarity and demand an equitable contract that reflects the values of our work and those new business models and protects our members from digital exploitation, which means back to this AI conversation. They want to scan background workers and possibly actors and possibly go back and get actors who have passed away. They want to use their likeness to put them in movies and TV shows and do whatever they want to do with it. And they want to own this likeness for however many years they want to own it, probably centuries. And they probably don't feel the need to want to have to pay you every time they use it. They just want to make a one-time payment, which is an issue because that means these background actors will be out of work. It's an issue because who knows what you're going to do with the likeness of all of these people. It's a mess. When we called the strike, authorized by you, our members, with 98% approval, we did so knowing that we had done everything possible to avoid it, including extending negotiations for 12 days, the longest in our union's history. The AMPTP, the organization that bargains on behalf of the studios, networks, and streamers, refused to negotiate with us fairly and have not contacted us to resume talks. So at this point, they're still on this whole we're going to wait it out until they go broke situation. It's just like, most of them have been living on top ramen and Kraft Mac and government cheese and chunky peanut butter for a majority of their careers. 87% of them don't even make the $26,000 it takes to, meet the threshold to get the health insurance that is under this said union as it pertains to the actors. Most people have been moving back home to live with their parents or their friends or having a roommate. Most people in LA have a roommate if they're actors because they can't afford to live on their own. So y'all not talking to them, y'all not trying to work out anything, just shows how truly pathetic y'all are. And I know y'all are losing, based off what has been said, I know y'all are losing money by the week. Y'all need to be losing money by the day. We find ourselves on the front lines of a global labor movement. We're not alone. There are millions of workers across the nation and around the world fighting similar battles against corporate greed who are standing with us in solidarity. It is clear from your show of force on the picket lines, your social media posts, and the many interviews we have seen that our cause is righteous. Your determination will carry us to victory. A key element in our strike strategy is interim agreement, which is being granted to certain vetted and truly independent productions, along with the many other non-struck contracts our members can currently work. These agreements give journeyman performers and crew the opportunity to pay their bills and put food on the table by working on their indie projects which are not only agreeing to all the terms in our last offer to the AMPTP, but also righteous proposals our members deserve that the studios rejected. So that's another thing. If y'all don't know by now, or haven't been on my channel to listen to me talk about everything that's going on with the strike, they have been vetting independent production companies, independent productions, and the independent productions have basically said, okay, we agree to all of this. You're creative, I'm a creative. I understand what it means if all of this does not get done for you, what it can mean for me in the future. And they have come to an interim agreement for people to work. So production members who are working on these smaller projects or possibly like commercials and stuff like that, boom, you got a job. You can pay your bills. Actors who get booked for these things, boom, you got a job. You can pay your bills. You can feed your people. You're going to make some money. Because obviously the studios are being real weird about this situation. Our interim agreements are quite literally the opposite of waivers. There are no passive exceptions or exemptions being given to anyone. Productions must agree to all our terms or that work is struck. Basically, agree to treat us like humans and give us basic human decency and actually respect our work and respect us as creatives and not try to replace us with AI so you can save a quick coin, so you can make a quick buck, so you can keep the bag to yourself and agree to share it all around and you can use our people. If you don't, then you don't have no people. And these independent studios have agreed to share the coin. Okay? That's basically what this is. The agreement's also designed to undermine the production slates and timing for AMPTP companies and ensure they come back to the table. Basically, it's giving you're gonna have to come back to the table sooner rather than later because you still have advertisers to pay. And what are you gonna do? I have a feeling like the advertisers are really gonna start working with the smaller production companies and some of these web-based series that are independent to run their ads, because it's just like, what exactly are you going to do for the fall lineup or the winter lineup? And you better hope y'all have come back to the table to work with all the people who is on strike to make sure you have a spring lineup, because if not, I foresee millions and billions of dollars lost. I foresee that. Everybody on strike from LA to New York. I seen some people striking down there to Las Vegas. So the WGA is on strike, okay? August 9th, they made day 100. August 9th, they made day 100, okay? So what is currently going on with this? Well, after they marked day 100, the AMPTP and the WGA actually met and talked August 11th, that was Friday, and they will evaluate their offer and after deliberation go back to them with the WGA's response next week. They told this was said in an email. Currently, so basically they're about to go back into negotiations, possibly if there is a conversation. But I'm gonna say I doubt the AMPTP is going to do what the WGA wants. And personally, if I was the WGA, I would also put in there that we want longer seasons so writers have longer times working on shows. The writers' room isn't so lowly. I would put in longer seasons for shows, whether it be on streaming or not, unless it's like a mini series, then you can keep it to however many episodes the mini series is. But if it's supposed to be a regular show, don't you categorize it as a mini series? There's a lot of stuff I feel like needs to be put for everyone. So they're going back into conversations soon or negotiations. We'll see how that goes. Stephen Amell has joined the picket line. He is on. He had some anti-picket comments. He had some anti-picket comments. His past shows, the cast members, reunited, and he basically had to let it know. He issued a statement. He issued a statement explaining that he supports his union, and that someone had to explain to him that striking is a negotiation tactic and not a breakdown in negotiations. I want to remind y'all that I believe this man is a Canadian. I believe. I'm not sure. Who knows? Maybe he just didn't understand, but striking is a negotiation tactic, not a breakdown in negotiations. CM Punk, who is a wrestler and also an actor, okay, he's been in many things, wore a SAG-AFTRA on strike shirt on AEW's Collision. Okay, he wore his shirt. Um he wore a shirt on, no, not AEW Collision. Collision is the group he is in. He was in the AEW ring and he had his shirt on supporting the strike. And pro wrestling is a non-union thing, so he could still do that. um more cast of different shows have been reuniting for the strike. Many famous shows, I'm not going to say the names, but they have been reuniting for these strikes. Okay, I know this is boring, but eventually I'm going to make it more interesting. I feel like we should play a game of who donated what. Okay, we're going to play that later in the week, and that's about it. Also, Netflix is refusing to meet with the Korean Broadcasting Actors Union because, well, there's a lot of K dramas on Netflix, and I'm not. Listen, this is not me promoting it. This is me explaining what's going on. There are many K dramas on Netflix, and they are not paying the actors on those K dramas residuals, and now they refuse to meet with them. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's happening. What's going on? Listen, people are picketing, people are, it's a hot union summer. It really is. It is a hot union summer. Now for the other unions, uh before we get to the unions, the WGA is supposed to be meeting with the AMPTP to start negotiations on Friday. Now let's talk about these other unions all around the world and yeah. The doctors in England walk off jobs again as a pay dispute with the UK government shows no sign of progress. So, boom, they're striking again. Thousands of people rally in Las Vegas on Las Vegas Strip to support food service workers demanding better pay and benefits. Once again, it's a hot union summer. The United Auto Workers contract, like, they about to go on strike. It's a thing. Y'all need to get into it. Like, everybody's striking, so y'all got to pay attention to what's going on. University of Michigan is threatening the jobs of grad instructors because the grad instructors are on strike. It is so many people on strike. It makes no sense. It makes I'm not gonna say it makes no sense. It makes absolutely a lot of sense. It's basically the situation. Nobody wants to train AI or robots to take their jobs because basically that's what people want to get into because you don't want to pay people living wage to take care of themselves, to support themselves, to be able to afford food and healthcare and bills and so on and so forth during these times of inflation. So and you don't want to give them better working conditions that they are asking for, better pay, better benefits, all these things that people need to survive. So people are striking. They are striking because you don't want to give them better working conditions. You don't want to give them benefits, health insurance, 401ks, different things like that. Living wage. You don't want to give them, like, some people don't even get lunch breaks, some people don't even get bathroom breaks. Like, these are things people are striking on. They want better, like, say you gotta live where your job is at, people want better living accommodations. Like, grad students live on campus, like, who work, grad students, instructors, most of them live on campus. Better living conditions and so much more. So currently we have a hot strike summer. People will continue to strike until their heart's content. Because hell, the UPS workers had to strike because y'all ain't have air in the truck. Y'all ain't been had air conditionings in the truck. And y'all want them to be driving around them ugly, hot polyester uniforms, delivering packages, rain, sleet, and snow. Sweltering heat? Oh no. So at this point, better working conditions, better pay, better benefits, treat us like humans, and maybe, just maybe, we won't strike. But since you didn't want to do that, everybody's on strike. We support the unions over here. No scabbing. Hot union summer. Support your people. And with that being said, that was it. That was all. I don't have more to give y'all. This was just a very basic update. I feel like there's more to come, and we might play a game later, probably on Thursday, about who donated to what. Okay, as it pertains to the SAG-AFTRA and what actors actually donated to help the cause. But with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, share me with your people if you're not new here, or if you're new here, like, comment, subscribe, share me with your people. Whether they like me or not, somebody out there does. You can find all my information in the description box down below. After this live is over, I'm going to go back and put the links in for the different websites to tell y'all what's going on about this strike. And with that being said, I will see y'all tomorrow for the Alabama Slammer Brawl update. I will also see y'all on Wednesday for Tony Braxton Jeopardy. And with that being said, I'm up out of here. Bye.